If you've ever felt like no matter what you try, diets, workout, cardio, willpower, your body just doesn't respond the way it used to, then Beth's story is for you. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how Beth went from feeling unhappy, unmotivated, even anxious about simply walking down the stairs to feeling confident, full of energy, and 20 kilos lighter. And more importantly, I'll show you a method we used so you can see how it may work for you. So when Beth first reached out to us, she was 58 years old, working long shifts in a stressful hospitality job and carrying an extra 20 kilos. She was always dressing in frumpy, baggy outfits, avoiding mirrors, basically dressing to cover up. She used to visit her kids in London and find herself having to hold onto the handrail just to walk down the steps. And she told me, "I'm 58. This isn't right." On the outside, life looked fine. Her family loved her, she was doing her best at work, but inside, she felt like she'd lost herself. And then there was the moment. She was on holiday with her family, everyone else was having fun, but she sat on a sunbed in a dress she hated, feeling frumpy, sad, and also grieving the loss of her dog. She was scrolling Instagram, saw one of our posts, and in that moment she said to herself, enough. Her heart was racing, but she stuck to her word and messaged us help. She told me later she literally threw the phone down and thought, oh my God, I've done it. I've done it.
I was overweight probably by about 20 kilograms as to what I am now. You know, in frumpy outfits, very sort of motherly. I'd be visiting the kids in London and I'd find myself looking for a handrail to go down the steps. And then I'd lost my dog, hence the tissue. I'm on holiday, grieving, feeling overweight, frumpy, very sad, upset. They'd all gone off for the day. So I was on Instagram and I just thought, right, I'm going to do it, and pressed, you know, whatever it was I did. Was it help at the time or something to contact you via Instagram? And the heart was going and I screamed and I threw the phone down and thought, oh God, I've done it.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the start. Now, Beth isn't unique. The weight didn't just pile on overnight. It crept up slowly. Christmases, birthdays, holidays, glasses of wine here and there, the 2 pounds that never came off, then another 2, until suddenly she didn't recognize herself. And like so many women, she was training, she was getting the steps in, she felt like she was being consistent, but she was lacking direction, support, guidance, and a method that actually worked with where she was in life right now. She just felt stuck, looking in the mirror and thinking, that's not me. And this is where the body confidence method came in. It's the same framework we use with every woman we coach. But before we dive into training and nutrition, we start with a deep health check. It's not optional, it is imperative. Every client completes this step because we need to know exactly where they are right now, health-wise, hormone-wise, and gut-wise. This could mean a simple blood work as a minimum, or a more advanced hormone test like the Dutch test or gut microbiome test. That's one of the things that sets us apart. We don't guess. We optimize every part of the journey from day one. From there, we move into 3 phases. Now, phase 1 is our foundation and momentum phase. For Beth, this meant stripping things right back. Shorter, more manageable workouts, building consistency without overwhelm, and daily and weekly accountability so she never felt alone. Phase 2 is acceleration and definition. This was Beth's light bulb moment. She told me she walked past the gym one day, glanced herself in the reflection and thought, are those my legs? She literally walked backwards to check again. That was the moment she realized the effort was paying off. The body was changing. And at that point, momentum kicked in. Other people started noticing her body changing and she was hooked. And then moving on to phase 3, which is our empowerment and mastery phase. So today, Beth is thriving. She's confident, she's energetic and active with her family, joining in on things like volleyball, hiking, and living life fully. And her words, I feel alive again. Stronger, fitter, leaner, and sharper. She's buying and wearing new clothes she loves again. She's confident at work and at home. And the marriage, it's even happier because she feels so good in herself.
Everything has changed. It's probably one of the happiest times I've been throughout my life at the moment.
And that's what it's really all about. Yes, the weight loss matters, but it's the ripple effect on confidence, on energy, and relationships that changes everything. Now, Beth's story might sound inspiring, but she's not an exception. She's just like so many of the women we work with. Busy lives, family to think about, stress, changes in menopause, feeling like what used to work no longer does. The difference was Beth followed a framework that works. So if you are ready to stop guessing, stop starting and stopping, and finally feeling confident in your body again, reply to this message and I'll send you through a link and you can book in a free coaching call. No pressure, just a chance to map out what your own 100-day transformation may look like. You're welcome.